Hey guys, I got a 2006 F150 here today. It's got one heck of a scraping type noise, grinding, scraping, humming type noise, and it's coming from the rear end. And the guy brought it in, and he thought that the actual carrier bearing and support on there was coming apart for the drive shaft, or the actual carrier bearings that hold a differential in place inside the axle. He's traveling through, and he's a transport company, so he's hauling, so he really thought there was some kind of bearing noise in the back from the axle. And I'm going to show you what I found on it, and it almost sounds like, to me, the backing plates, that thin metal on the backing plates for the brakes in the back, you think that they're grinding somehow, and you can go and start checking all that stuff out and looking around back there and not seeing anything. I'm going to show you exactly what I found. Now, this may be obvious to some, maybe not to others, but anytime you hear any kind of loud grinding, scraping type noise like that back there, and I'll show you an example here in a second, usually just drop right there and you bring it to a shop. You don't want to start tearing apart the rear differential and getting into bearing work and all that stuff. So I'm going to show you a few things to check for back there. Now, the Ford 500s and Freestyles and all that are all-wheel drive have the same problem. They have the heat shield that drops down onto the drive shaft, and then it actually just grinds into it and makes the same noise because it's that thin, tinny metal, and it's so big, the noise is immense, and it sounds like the whole back end is went, and it's grinding in there as you drive, and all it is a really simple repair. So I just want to let you know some of the commonalities in the Ford models and what to look for, and to check a few things out like this before you just drop it at a shop and have them look at it, because they may or may not sell you unnecessary work. Now, what this also sounds like is the front IWEs when they go out and they start half engaging and make that grinding noise. This is what they sound like also, so you may get confused for the IWEs when it's actually this shield in the back. And maybe I can duplicate that grinding type noise here. Now, underneath here, you can see down the drive shaft right here where that heat shield is actually come apart, and it's actually just sitting there grinding on it. And it may not be so evident because you'd be back there looking at the backing plates and the differential, maybe checking the fluid, stuff like that. You never come up to this point right here, and it's just part of the heat shield. And it's that really thin, tinny type stuff. And you just peel it off and get it out of there. Personally, I really don't think you need underbody heat shield back in the bed area. So for this guy, we're going to peel it off, and he's going to go back down the road, deliver his transport. Here's that carrier bearing he was talking about. He thought it was going out on there. And these have an actual bearing right in here for it to ride on, and then that's cushioned by the actual rubber dampener, and then a loop, like a strap loop type deal. And these ones don't fail too often. If they do fail, usually it's the actual rubber here, and it'll be ultra loose in there when you try to move the drive shaft around, and you may get a noise and or a vibration from that.